Hi, my name is Jacob, and my topic is on sports evolution. Let's start out with the story. The journey of the game of football goes all the way back to November 6, 1869, when the two teams of Rutgers and Princeton collided, mixing the game of rugby and soccer. Many believe it originated from the Greek word harpaston, meaning very tough and brutal game. The man who actually created the sport was an undergraduate and medical student from Yale named Walter Camp. He is now known as the father of American football. Many things have changed since he created the game. Technology has played a huge role in this. This is mainly because making sports, and players in particular, safer is a huge problem that is getting more advanced each year. If you look at the technology from now compared to back then, it shows you that the money spent on equipment has been used greatly and is showing a superior outcome. Now let's look at a few highlights. Instant replay. The advancement of the instant replay system is incredible. Refs are able to review almost every angle of every single play on the field. So when a controversial play happens, they're almost every time going to make a good call. Internet. The internet has played a huge role in drawing fans in over the years. Fantasy football and gambling apps have played a huge role in this. Time-reducing surgeries. One of the major surgeries going on in the NFL right now is arthroscopic surgery, which is known to reduce injury time by up to months at a time. One of the injuries benefiting from this type of surgery is the torn ACL, which is known to take between 1 and 1.5 years to heal, but with the help of the arthroscopic surgery, only takes 8 to 9 months. New sideline technology. With the help of headgear and new tablets, players are able to correct their mistakes off the field and be able to communicate with the coaches on the sidelines. Now let's move into the fan side of things. Making sports appealing to fans is very important to companies. Television and electronics have played a huge role in this. Over 64% of all U.S. Americans watch NFL games on their electronic devices. This is 73% men and 55% women. Now that people are starting to watch NFL games on their electronic devices, fans' attendance over the years has gone down. Is the excitement of going to an NFL game declining? In 1998, over 54% of people said they'd rather go to an NFL game than watch it on TV. Then in 2011, only 29% of people said they'd rather go to an NFL game than watch it on TV. Why is this? The cost of attending games has gone up from $67 to an outrageous $82 from 2007 to 2013. Also, the cost of parking has nearly doubled, and the cost of food and drinks has gone up nearly 35%. Now let's get into the business side of things. If you look at the graph, it shows you that the average household income is way less than the average NFL salary. This is mainly because the NFL is a huge corporation and will do anything to keep the income of fans and money flowing, including paying huge amounts of money to the players. Did you know that the lowest paid player in the NFL is making $435,000? Now let's look back in history. In 1950, players were making just under $6,000. Then in the 1970s to the 1980s, players were making between $9,000 and $10,000. Then from the mid-1980s to the early 1990s, players were making anywhere from $200,000 to $800,000. Then there was Deion Sanders, who made a $35 million contract over 3 years. And this was the beginning of a major increase in player salaries and contracts over the years. If you look at this graph, it shows you that 70% of NFL players are between 22 and 27 years old and are being paid the least amount of money. Then you see, as the player's age goes up, the salaries increase. This has mainly to do with the experience and coaches being able to judge them based on their performance on the field and pay them off of that. This is another example of that, what I just showed you. All through history, the NFL has done an amazing job at creating new technology, drawing fans in, and keeping the competitiveness of the game at a high level. Thank you.